Hi everyone, welcome to WOTCCASIA with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either are any of these blokes. This is my old mate kainyn. Kainyn from Calm Clan, running around in the EBR 75 FL10. That's a premium tier 8 French wheeled light tank. The one with 2 marks of excellence. Have a look at that, 2 marks of excellence on that bad boy. He's just spotted 4 enemy tanks. He is on a mission. He's on a mission for the Object 279. He wants to get this. He wants to improve the result. He wants to get it with honours, and to do that, he needs to get some patrol duty medals. It's not a bad tank to do it in. He's in an all tier 8 game, and of course the EBR 75 FL10 has it's been the topic of discussion for a little while now, especially since Frontlines came back in 2019. People are saying the EBR 75 FL10 as well as the Lynx is probably a little bit overpowered for the Frontlines map. Whether it's overpowered or not, I don't know, you tell me. I have done extremely well in the thing, especially in Frontlines. I've probably got more general medals than in Frontlines in this tank than any other tank that I've played in. It's fast, it zips around, it can do jumps, which is always cool, and of course if you got the right crew in it and you do okay, you can go fast enough to dodge the enemy bullets, if you like. I guess that's the way I see it. Now, kainyn from Calm Clan, 2 marks of excellence on this bad boy. The EBR 75 FL10. He's got APCR as standard ammunition for this tank. 175 alpha damage, 180 penetration. That's with standard ammunition, which is APCR. Heat is premium for 220 penetration, and of course, people are talking about the HE rounds. 260 alpha damage for 75 penetration. I've noticed personally playing this tank, I often start off with a few HE rounds, knowing that if I get to an aggressive position in this tank, then I'll likely come up against another one of these French wheeled light tanks, in which case I can penetrate them pretty quickly. When you get into an aggressive spotting position, like kainyn is right now, look at where he is on the minimap. Look at where he spawned in the south. He's miles to the north, getting some 1,067 assisted damage already on Malinovka. Now that's part of the mission, is to spot tanks for his the patrol duty missions, is to spot tanks and get some assisted damage. 1-1's a score, and of course, like, the discussion has been going on the forums and on social media for some time about especially in Frontlines. The reason it's such a topic in Frontlines is because the wide open map of the Frontline is perfectly suited to the fast French wheeled light tanks. I've found it is quite easy to get my general medals to rank up in the Frontline mode, and it's been no secret. I've been playing the Frontline mode. My old mate Napalm has started a Discord channel for Australia New Zealand server players who want to get in and play on their servers, and of course when you're with the better ping and the better connection for players coming from Australia and New Zealand, it's going to be much more fun and much more reactive with your light tanks. That's the first thing I noticed when the Australian server started, was playing light tanks. For me in Melbourne was the connection was amazing compared to the old connection to Singapore. Anyway, let's have a look at this. kainyn from Calm Clan in the EBR 75 FL10. Now, this was another tank that was available via missions, a marathon mission, if you like. If you did a certain amount of damage, you had to get kills, to get assisted, all that kind of stuff. Like that, the way Wargaming have been going about it for a little while now. Whenever a new premium tank comes out, most recently the TS5, which a lot of people said was not so grindy compared to the EBR 75 FL10. He spots another tank, the IS3. Now he's just kicking back in a bush here, like I mentioned earlier, a very, very aggressive position on Malinovka. If this hadn't have worked, he might have been in a world of trouble. He picks up some more assisted damage, up to nearly 1,900. Make that 2,100 assisted damage now. And this, a lot of the critics of this tank might say, look, the view range is terrible. You're right, the view range is terrible, especially for a light tank. But the speed has allowed kainyn to get into this aggressive position. D5, D6 is where he's at. And obviously he's got a good crew. They've clearly got a good camouflage rating. Can't help but notice he's not running food, though. I run food in this bad boy all day long, and it really does make a difference. For your view range and camouflage, of course, are the two obvious ones, but of course it helps your shooting as well. But the people who say these tanks are not that strong, they talk about the view range. The view range is not very big, and you can see the view range on the screen. That looks pretty small, that view range circle for kainyn. As he pops one into the ISU 152, he just thinks, well, I've been here for a while now. I've picked up 3,294 assisted damage. I might as well put one into the ISU 152. Maybe he was hoping for a kill shot. I'm not too sure. 3,294 damage. He has been spotted. That's why he's made a little bit of evasive manoeuvres, if you like. The score's 4-1. And a lot of those 4 deaths on the enemy team have been due to kainyn spotting in the EBR 75, the premium Tier 8 French wheeled light tank. Looks like he's getting the hell out of dodge now. Looks like he might be heading towards that Panther 2 back at the base. Looking at the minimap, there's plenty of tanks back at kainyn spawn, but there's also plenty of tanks having a good old, solid, aggressive push down the hill. Looks like a lot of the enemy team are in that forest where that Emil 1 was last spotted over there at A4. There's probably a heap of enemy tanks there, and they'll be trying to farm these heavy tanks coming down the hill. And kainyn knows that he can't really YOLO that area, even though it's fast. That would be a pretty big risk. One or two rounds from tanks such as the SU-101, the Remy Borsig Waffenträger on the enemy team. It's an all tier 8 game, but there's still a few big tanks there. If he got tracked out in the open over there in the north, he would certainly be in a world of trouble. kainyn from Calm in the EBR 75 FL10, up to 3,318 hit points of assisted damage. Now he's still on full health. He's got a little bit of damage himself, 173, and now he's found the Remy Borsig Waffenträger on full health, 1,100 hit points. He's sitting there in that bush. He gets 339 assisted damage onto the Tier 8 German tank destroyer. I'd be tempted to go for him, but he's probably worried about the SU-101, or maybe he's just not doing what I would do, not getting greedy and not just YOLOing in, keeping his health, so at the end of the game he can help his team to carry this one. The enemy team have made a bit of a comeback though. The score's 6-6 now on Malinovka as his auto-loading gun reloads. He puts 2 into the Remy Borsig Waffenträger and picks up his first kill, rolls over the cap, keeping a wide berth. He does not want to get hit by that SU. He auto-aims, shoots him once, looks, tries to shoot him again, does shoot him again, dodges the rock. If that had been me, I would have crashed into the rock and probably been taken out. Gets some more assisted damage into the SU-101. Artillery taking an interest in kainyn. Shoots and misses. Always a good feeling when artillery shoots you in a light tank but misses by a country mile. He's got a damaged radio, but I don't think he really cares about that. Looking for the kill shot on the Pantera, which he gets, and that brings the score back to 8-7. 973 damage done. Artillery, the GW Tiger, has a go. Only gets him for 69 hit points, but he loses his gunner. Quick tap of the 5 key. Fixes the gunner. You don't want to be running around in a dead gunner. I think it's 4. There's only 4 crew members in this tank, and of course, if one of them gets injured, that's going to affect your brothers in arms if you've got brothers in arms in there, and it's probably going to affect the way the tank drives as well. It was the gunner, of course, and of course the gunner doesn't drive the tank, but you still want to have all your crew members alive if you can help it. Shoots from the hip, kills the SU-101 for kill number 3, takes a reload, runs, the Emil gets him for 366, and that brings him down to a one-shot for just about anything that's left on the enemy team. 208 hit points left on kainyn from Khan Clan. In his EBR 75 FL10, the Tier 8 Premium 2-shot auto-loading French wheeled light tank. Try saying that one after 20 beers. 9-7 to score, but his team has not won this. Remember, they were up by 4 tanks at the start of the game. They're camping Louis back there on the red line. Look at A3 on the minimap. There's the low, the Carnarvon Action X, both red line heavy tanks. You've got to love redlining heavy tanks. 208 hit points left on kainyn from Calm Clans. EBR 75 FL10 is reloaded, finds the low again, shoots him once, shoots him twice for kill number 4, and that brings the score up to 10-7. 1,499 hit points of damage done. 5,772 assisted damage. You beauty. kainyn from Calm Clan, you little ripper. In the EBR 75 FL10, he's on a mission for some patrol duties. Looking for an outline. There's more red line tanks everywhere. The Emil, the artillery. He'd love to get rid of 1, if not 2, of those artilleries. It would have been a good opportunity for those high penetrating HE shots, but he's not greedy. kainyn from Calm Clan. He's on 4 kills. He's waiting for more shots. There's the T-54 Mod 1. That's a Tier 8 Premium Russian medium tank. Shoots him a couple of times. Looks like the Charioteer has gone full ham into the enemy redlining heavy tanks, but he gets taken out. He does. He spots him a little bit. kainyn misses a couple of shots. He's got 11 APCR rounds left. 10 heats and 16 HE as he continues to hang around here, keeping vision on these tanks, but of course those heavies are rolling in now. The IS-6 and the low, as well as the Pantera, are going straight into these heavy tanks, but these two are both on low health. 220 hit points and about 30 hit points on the Panthera. kainyn picks up his 5th kill, getting rid of the Carnarvon X next. The GW Tiger P drowns himself. Hopefully he was just retreating and it wasn't a unlawful suicide, if you like. 5 kills to kainyn, denied of the top gun. Would he have got the top gun? I don't know if he would have got the top gun, but still an epic performance nonetheless. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate kainyn. In the EBR 75, the FL10, the Tier 8 Premium French wheeled light tank, spotter medal for doing at least 1,000 assisted damage. He did that in the first minute. The Bruiser medal for doing some modular damage. You also got the Fighter for the 5 kills, 5 for effect, 6 bonds, Scout medal before spotting the most tanks, at least 9. Well, he spotted, what's that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's 11 out of the 15 tanks was spotted by kainyn, and of course he got that patrol duty for the to improve the result for the Object 279E, the final reward tank for the second lot of personal missions, which I'm pretty sure he's already got it, and well done to kainyn, probably the first person I've known to get that tank, and high five to him for that effort. 2,408 damage done in the end, not too bad at all. 5 kills, 1,518 base experience. He fired 23 shots, 19 hit, 17 penetrated, 6,146 assisted damage in the end, no problems whatsoever. Nearly 80,000 credits. That's after tax with a standard account, no boosters or anything like that. If there was a premium account, it would have been 127,500 credits, and of course if there was a booster thrown on top of that, that would have been well above 200,000 credits. For a random 10-minute game, that is absolutely enormous. Well done kainyn from Calm Clan, and best of luck, my old mate, with the rest of those missions, and getting that one with honours. You certainly picked the right tank to do that one, no problems whatsoever. Once again, thanks for the replay, kainyn. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time. Yep, the EBR 75. Let's continue the discussion. What do you think? Are they overpowered? Are they underpowered? It's been, every time I look at the forums and social media, I see people talking about these wheel tanks. Light tanks, wheel tanks, they are different. Maybe they should be treated differently. Should they be treated differently in the matchmaker? You see lots of them on front lines. Of course, yeah, I've been playing front lines. I've been smashing the front lines trying to get those rewards and grind those dank credits so I can buy more stuff. But are they overpowered? Are they underpowered? They certainly don't have much of a view range, but they are fast. They do seem to bounce. A lot of people saying that the way they bounce things off their wheels. We didn't see that in kainyn's game, but you do see a little bit of that in front lines. And of course, like I've always said, the front lines wide open mats are absolutely perfect for any light tank. I seem to enjoy I enjoy the light tanks a hell of a lot on front lines. The high risk, high reward kind of gameplay of that front lines offers is something that I really enjoy. Anyway, think about following us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. All the links are down below. Discord as well. And thanks very much for watching. See you all next time.